Hello, here's an update on the Royal HE Electric. This is now working mostly fine. There's a few things that are not working, but I'll show you later. This is the problem I had, one of the problems I had to solve. It's the keyboard lock, which is activated first when you reach the end of the line. So it's a line lock. And also when you turn on and off, turn on the machine, turn off the machine. And then when you turn it on, it frees the keyboard. And we can see that if I turn on the machine right now, it's freed, and if I turn it off, it's locking the keyboard again. So that was not working exactly as it should because things were a little bit stuck, but now it's fine. There's also the carriage return right here, which also was suffering some binds somewhere, but once things were cleaned a little, it started working. So that's pretty good. I put a carbon ribbon in the machine. This is a ribbon made for IBMs, which is also compatible. So all the IBM executive machines, it's also compatible with the Royal, it says on the box, and indeed it seems to be exactly the right width. It's not actually threaded correctly here, but I'll fix that later. It goes right through the ribbon vibrator right here, and the used ribbon then goes here. This is where it's being pulled and ends up onto that spool on the left side of the machine. This is very typical of all those machines that have carbon ribbon. So that's one thing. So I can now turn on the machine. I have to use a rubber band to keep the switch on right now. And so it's running. Let's look at the carriage return. So it's rough, but let's see. Yeah, it's quite rough, but it works. And there's this brake right here, which I don't see how it should exactly work if we reach the left margin. I'm not sure it's designed to kick in when we reach the left margin, but it does kick in when we reach the end of the carriage, and we can see this piston going through, right? Ooh. Yeah, this piston. So it is pushed when the carriage reaches the leftmost side, but it's not pushed in when we reach the left margin, and that might be by design or not. I'm not sure. The tabulator works, so if I tab now, it's fairly smooth. There's a centrifugal brake for that. I can return, but I think the carriage return is rougher than the tab right now, and maybe that's the way it was supposed to be, but I'm not sure. And it works, so I can type something, for example, I'm going to zoom in on this. Right. This works. We have a nice feature on this machine, which is the power. Well, we have a power space, which is right here. So it works like this. And we also have a power underline, which is right here. I mean, there's a lever which I had to take out to remove the front panel. So if I push it properly, it should work like that. And we get a nice, actually this is not the underline, that's a dash. I have to go into shift to the actual underline. Yeah, and that works as well. So that's pretty neat. I think that's pretty much it. Most of the stuff works. The this left button here, left side button here, this is supposed to index the carriage, meaning to just do a new line without returning the carriage. It's moving stuff here, but it's not working. What else? I think this key right here is not working at all. So I'll have to look into that. Other than that, I think the features are mostly working on this machine, so I'm pretty happy with that.